Hi everyone, and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. Today's Wednesday, September 11th. I hope everybody's doing great today. Currently it's 62 degrees. High today is 83. No chance of rain again, and winds at 3 miles per hour. We're not supposed to have some, I don't know, that hurricane that's going up towards Louisiana. I'm wondering if we'll get any rain off of it. Usually, if it moves, of course, it'd have to move east to do that. Anyway, today there will be a Some Days of Life with Mike video. I got different clips. A lot of them, Google, they'll send me, and they use photos lots of times that I don't even have anymore. So I don't know whether they must have some kind of, they must be in an archive or something. But they make these little clips and send them to me, and I don't hardly ever look to see, how many there are or what there are or anything. And I just happened to look on their site, and there was a bunch of them. So I thought I'll just put them all together, and make a video out of it. It's pretty neat though. But the only thing I don't like about that Google, when they do stuff, I mean, they try to pressure you into buying extra storage for the stuff that goes in there. And I'm not paying for extra storage when my phone has 512 GBs of storage already. I don't need extra storage, Google. No, I don't need any extra. But they're backing up my photos is what they're doing, but I'm not worried about that. I can leave thousands in my gallery and it would never use up all that, So I wish they would stop doing that. It's every day, and lots of times anything that you do on that, like when you're looking at those videos and stuff they make, it'll keep popping up. You need extra storage. Buy extra storage. Get deal on storage, and all kinds of stuff. It just keeps popping up like crazy. And I can't stand it when ads just pop up like all over the place. Like, especially on Facebook, if you see a story that you think's interesting, they draw it out and they have ads in between all the things that it says. Sometimes I never even can get to the end of it, or you'll get to the end where you think you're getting to what was supposed to happen in it or whatever. And then it'll just start going to other stuff, like what happened? It just disappeared, and then there'll be stuff pop up. You got to press an X to get rid of it, or they make it hard to see the X. I get really aggravated sometimes with all that. I know y'all probably do too. What's for dinner? Not sure. It's been kind of a little bit hectic. My doctor, he was off Monday, and then I came, we talked to the receptionist, Joy did, and she said on those Cologuard tests, lots of times, I got my results online, and she said lots of times that you could get your results even before the doctor ever gets his. So like I said, he was off Monday. He may have come in and it may not even be there yet. So I'm not getting upset. I already know, that it was abnormal and stuff. And chances are I'm going to have I think they call it an ileostomy, something like that, because I can't have a regular colonoscopy because of my ostomy that I have, and they have to go through it. And I had it done in 2017, I think I mentioned, and they just really damaged it. It was, your intestines are pink, I mean, I've seen mine enough to know. And, I had an open incision the last time I was operated on, like a foot-long open incision, and it had to heal from the inside out. It was horrible. But anyway, when I had one of these done in 2017, they were wanting to see, I mean, I'm sure they looked at everything, but they were wanting to see if I was in remission from my Crohn's, because they put me back together, and that ended up being, I don't know if I would call it a mistake, but I had so many bad complications from it that it ended up being something happened again. I think it perforated again, and you know, they had to take more out. So anyway, it's a long story. I've been through a really whole lot, and that's why I don't want any more operations, please. So anyway, yeah, you know, anytime you are waiting for results, you're very, you know, nervous. But this is different in that I know the results already, not what I want to hear, but I'm just waiting to see what he says. So anyway, so, and does anybody know, I mean, Diane said that she's known people that she had one and said the same thing, and said that everybody that she knows that's had that done, they've come back abnormal. Do y'all know of anybody that actually did a Cologuard that came back normal? I'd be very curious to know that. You know, it is a nice thing. It keeps you from going and it may keep you from having a colonoscopy if it came up okay. But, you know, it didn't. So anyway, let's see. Let's get off that. Let's go to the jokes today. Excuse me. I'm worried about you always being at the bottom of your class, said the father to his son. Don't worry, Dad, he replied. They still teach the same thing at both ends. Okay, because of an ear infection, my young son Casey had to go to the pediatrician. I was impressed with the way the doctor directed his comments and questions to my son. When he asked Casey, "Is there anything you are allergic to?" Casey nodded and whispered in his ear. Smiling, the pediatrician wrote out a prescription and handed it to me. Without looking at it, I tucked it into my purse. Later, the pharmacist filled the order, remarking on the unusual food-drug interaction my son must have. When he saw my puzzled expression, he showed me the label on the bottle. As per the doctor's instructions, it read, "Do not take with broccoli." See, I obviously told him I'm allergic to broccoli. I didn't like broccoli when I was, you know, like 5 or 7 or something like that. I did not like it. And the only reason I ate spinach is because Popeye did. That's the only reason. I would eat spinach, and I didn't really like it, but Popeye did. And I'd eat it, and then I'd jump up and run around the table a few times because I got strong, you know, like Popeye did. Yeah. I think about every time I ate it, I had to show my strength. So, okay. The thought of the day, it's kind of, I don't know what it is, really. It's from Susan Collins. It says Mockingjay. Mockingjay? Was it the name of one of those Hunger Games movies or something? Anyway, well, it says, well, don't expect us to be too impressed. We just saw Finnick Odair in his underwear. Is that a quote from one of those movies? But I don't really. Okay, whatever. Oh, let's see now. I saw a. Okay, let's try this for trivia time. It doesn't say really what it is. I mean, what it's about. But the first one, I guess they're just general, probably. Let me go to it and see if it says anything else. No. Oh, anyway, what do you get if you multiply 104 by 7? 104 by 7. Now remember, if y'all have been watching me a long time, you probably know that I can add stuff up in my head pretty good. Not quite as sharp as I used to be. I used to be able to add a whole list of stuff, of numbers. I could, if it was in a whole page, you know, like a regular notebook, you could write down like a whole page of them, not over and over, one column, and I could pretty well if I did miss, it would be by 1 or 2 or something, but usually I could get it. Back in the day, I mean, now still I can kind of do it, and I can even add up our, I have to really pay attention. I can even add up our grocery bill and tell you with tax, I'll usually get within probably $5 one way or the other. Yeah. I can still do that. And you can, what's going on in my mind lots of times is I round things off and then I subtract. It's hard to explain. I kind of round the numbers off to where some of them are a little over and some of them are a little under, and then it comes in the middle, you know, somewhere, if that makes any sense. Okay, I gave you time to write it down and figure it out. I say, you haven't seen me writing anything down. I do have a pen, but I wasn't writing anything down. 728. And actually, that's an easy one for me. What I did on that, okay, 104 by 7, 100 times 7. This is what I was thinking in my head. 100 times 7 is 700. 4 times 7 is 28. 728. I did that one really quick. I mean, okay, let's see if they're all going to be something like this. Well, maybe not. It's probably just general. In the U.S., which state produces 99% of pistachios? And we have talked about this. We've talked about pistachios before in a trivia time, but I don't know if it was exactly. I think it did mention where they were from. I'm going to say, and the answers are California, Arizona, Oregon, a lot of people say, Nevada. I might be tricked, but I would think they need, you know, a pretty well, not a tropical climate, but, you know, a good climate. Arizona is super hot. Oregon and Nevada are both, I don't know, they're not really, I'm more like seeing like corn or something there maybe. Let's see. I'm going to go for California, but I might be wrong. Come on. And it didn't. Yes, it's California. Let's see what it says down here. You really have to scroll down to get what it says about it on this one. California is the world's leading pistachio producer, world's leading, accounting for nearly half of the world's supply and 99% of U.S. production. And they're so expensive, and they don't even have to shell them. You know, I mean, they have them shelled now. But, you know, I'm sure the process is a lot cheaper if you don't have to take them out of the shell. But they're super expensive. Everybody knows that. Okay. On average, how many hours a day does a koala spend sleeping? We've talked about this before, too. It's been a long time ago. It wasn't the same question, I don't think. If it was, it's been a long time ago. But they really, I think they really sleep a lot. 4, 10, 14, 20. I think it's 20. That's right. 20 hours a day. Come on. Well, Kitty, I'll bet Kitty sleeps 18 hours a day, at least. Maybe more. Koalas eat a variety of eucalyptus leaves and a few other related tree species, including some of the... Koalas can sleep up to 20 hours a day due to their low energy diet and high amount of energy required to break down toxic leaves. Ugh. Can you imagine eating eucalyptus? Wouldn't that smell like that, you know, like Bengay or something? I mean, what would it taste like? Okay, Anna Wintour, W-I-N-T-O-U-R, is the editor-in-chief of what fashion magazine? I have no idea. Vanity Fair, maybe some of y'all might know this. Vanity Fair, Elle, Vogue, Cosmopolitan. My ESPN, no, my ESP says Cosmopolitan. Let's see if I am zooming in mentally on the right answer or not. Like I said, I'm not as sharp as I used to be, but let's see. Cosmopolitan. No, I didn't. I didn't give it the goofy eye or something. It's Vogue. I just didn't know this one at all. I've heard of Cosmopolitan more than the others. So, let's see. Anna Wintour, in full, Dame Anna Wintour was born November 3rd. Hey, on my birthday, everybody, November 3rd, 1949. Well, she's 10 years older than me, though. In London, England, she's a British editor who is a longtime editor-in-chief of Vogue magazine. Okay, got me on that one. A tree grows in what part of New York, according to a B. Smith novel? Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Harlem. Tree grows in what part? I have no idea. It's a novel. I'm going to say Harlem. Nope. It is Brooklyn. A Tree Grows in Brooklyn is a 1943 semi-autographical novel written by Betty Smith. The book was an immense success. Okay, I'm learning a few things. For what song did Lionel Richie win an Academy Award? Say you, say me, hello. Penny Lover, Truly. Say you, say me. Hello, Penny Lover. For some reason, I think it's Hello. Oh, and it's the one I was thinking at first. Say you, say me. I really thought that, and then I just thought that I was trying to listen to that song Hello in my head, and I thought maybe it was in a movie, or something. But I'd say you, say me was in a movie then, or something, to get an Academy Award. I mean, wow, okay. Got me. 3-3 now. I really didn't follow his stuff all that much. I mean, I heard it on the radio and stuff, but I didn't buy any of his albums or anything. Now he's on that, what is it? The music thing. It's got Katy Perry. I can't even remember what it's called. Logan knows. He loves those shows. By what name are sterile female bees known? Sterile female bees. Drones, kings, workers, queens. You wouldn't call a sterile female bee the queen, would you? Worker bees, I thought were the guys, male bees. Kings. I might be wrong, but I'm going with drone. No, Joe will know this one. He's a beekeeper. No, it's workers. I got it backwards again. It's workers. Each bee serves a vital function within the hive and the process that delivers honey to your taste buds. Worker bees are sterile females. True to their names, the workers undertake most of the labor within the hive. Okay, so they don't really... Well, they collect and store nectar, building honeycomb and preserving honey. Wow, okay. Now I know a little bit more. What is the reason Dr. Seuss created Green Eggs and Ham? To attack publishers? He made a bet. To teach children nutrition? His children loved ham. Oh my goodness, I don't know. I know there was something about, like, seems like there was something that someone or something that was said when he started that they wouldn't be successful or something, if I remember right. I could be wrong. So, he made a bet to attack, to teach children. I don't know if you would say that would be teaching them nutrition with green eggs and green ham, or green eggs and ham. His children loved ham. I want to say to attack publishers. I might be wrong here. No, it's he made a bet. I knew it was something like that. He made a bet. Let's see what it says. Dr. Seuss wrote Green Eggs and Ham on a bet that he couldn't write a book, that's right, with 50 or fewer words. He made a bet for $50 in 1960 and won the bet and created an all-time favorite and best-selling work. Isn't that amazing? It is. I remember reading that to the kids. We had all of them probably. Okay. Next question. Which boxer autobiography was the greatest? My Own Story. Mike Tyson, Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali, Anthony Joshua. I don't know Anthony Joshua, but I don't keep up with boxing anymore. It is Muhammad Ali. Yes. The greatest, My Own Story, is a 1975 autobiography of heavyweight boxer Muhammad Ali. I got 4 right and 5 wrong. One more. According to the TV series, what is Homer Simpson's email address? I don't know. ChunkyLover53 at AOL.com, Dad of 2 at AOL, Max Power at AOL, Homer J. Simpson at AOL. That's almost too easy if it's that one. I don't know. I'm just going to say Homer Simpson, but hope it's just easy. No, it's Chunky Lover 53. Okay, well, I ended up with 4 right and 6 wrong. So I was right. It wasn't just about pistachios or nuts or something the whole time. It did change around. And, you know, I learned some stuff. I didn't, you know, I thought I knew some of them, and I obviously didn't. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed today's trivia time and also morning coffee break. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out and hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody have a great day today, and check out Some Days of Life with Mike video. Bye everyone, and God bless.